So horror is a genre I'm still getting used to. I'm a pretty big wuss when it comes to scary movies, so I typically avoid this genre as much as possible. I know there's a lot of great films in this genre, so I'm trying to be brave and branch out and watch some of them. So today I'm going to watch the Patreon voted film Night of the Living Dead, the 1968 George A. Romero film. I've heard it's a classic. I know it's supposed to be one of those films everybody's supposed to watch. I don't know anything about the plot other than zombies are involved, I believe, with a title like that. This is one of the older zombie movies that I've seen, and I love practical effects over CGI, so I'm looking forward to seeing how they play that up in this movie. But thank you so much for sharing this first time watching with me. Click the link in the description to join Patreon, and as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Okay, black and white. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, interesting. Was this his first film? I'm not super familiar with George A. Romero. I know he's like a horror movie, that's what he does. He's a director and producer of horror movies, but comment below and let me know, was this his first film? Da, 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 da. Yeah, and I'm curious to see how like gore and stuff, like how that's gonna convey in black and white too, or if it'll totally be void of that kind of stuff, and it'll just be like you assume something bad happens but they show it off camera. Yeah, I'm really interested to see where this is gonna go. I know black and white film was cheaper than color film, so I'm wondering if that's for budget reasons, if that's why they went with black and white. As it was 1968, they obviously shot on film. Cemetery entrance. Okay, okay. So yeah, they're dropping off a wreath for... That's a fun tie. They're dropping off a wreath at this grave, and as they were getting out of the car, they heard this weird transition. I also love that it's a Pontiac. One of my first cars was a Pontiac, and I don't even think they make them anymore. Okay. Okay, this guy's just loitering in the cemetery. Cool, cool, cool.
Excited, he shook his fist at me and he said, "Boy, you'll be damned to hell."
Oh, they're brother and sister? Okay.
They're coming to get you, Barbra.
I feel like that's going to be very ominous later.
He'll hear you.
Here he comes now. I'm getting out of here.
Johnny.
Is this a zombie already? Barbara, no! Whoa, what? I bet you he regrets taunting her now. Oh gosh. Run, Johnny, run! This is a strong zombie. Oh! Yeah, and like the tilted angle is really cool, and like, yeah, oh no. Yeah, I'm guessing he has the keys. Yeah, I really like all the shots with like the leaves and stuff in the foreground, and like, I'm really enjoying it so far. But where are all the people? Okay. Is that from a zombie or, oh!
Do you live here?
She's like, don't go upstairs, whatever you do. Oh, bonked him. Yeah, and like I was wondering if there was going to be like a super gore, or if it's just implied that there's going to be blood and they just don't show it. And again, it was 1968, so like, and even the zombie makeup is just pretty, like it's pretty tame. It looks really cool, but like it's pretty, I don't want to say like subdued, like it's not over the top, it's just very subtle, which I like. And then yeah, that like skeleton at the top of the stairs was like the goriest thing we've seen so far. This one looks like Dracula with like the blood coming out of his mouth. Oh! That sounded like it went through some of them. Ugh. This guy's in his house coat. Oh dear. Oh, bonked him. Oh, now there's more. There's so much more coming. Oh. Okay, so let's see. Does it come back to life somehow, I'm guessing? He sets him on fire. Or they're afraid of fire. Okay. Or both.
Place up.
Okay, so the two of them are going to take on this zombie invasion. He's like, I'm trying to save us from these zombies. Can you please help me?
It went right through the billboard, ripped over a gas pump, and never stopped moving. By now it's like a movie.
Oh, the PTSD is real with this one.
Johnny and me. Johnny.
He's still out there somewhere.
We have to wait for Johnny.
He's like, I'm not waiting for anybody.
We better go out and get him.
I think that's a terrible idea. So you're gonna set that car on fire?
Being urged to stay at their places of employment, not to make any attempt to get to their homes. However, in spite of this urging and warning, streets and highways are packed with
That would be real.
just anywhere.
And dangerous. Let's hope they got a lot of furniture you can burn. I feel like it's gonna be a long night.
Be an official announcement as soon as possible following that meeting. This is the latest dispatch.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and like it's got minimal cast
Press services in Washington,
and like a
D.C.
few locations, but it's still a really good story. Yeah, it's interesting, like these two strangers would be stuck together facing a zombie invasion. And I don't recognize either of these actors. Have they been in many horror movies or famous films? Comment below and let me know. Did it look like she had a normal face in that shot?
And so this incredible story becomes more ghastly with each.
Is Barbra a zombie? She's definitely in a trance. Did she get bitten when she was attacked somehow and we just didn't see it?
We luck into a safe place, and you're telling us we gotta risk our lives just because somebody might need help, huh?
Yeah, something like that.
He's a real team player.
Those things can't get through this lousy pile of wood?
His wife and kids downstairs. Kids hurt.
Oh, okay.
Well, I still think we're
So there's more of them hiding in the basement? Okay, okay.
Well, if there's that many, they'll probably get us wherever we are.
Yes.
Look, the cellar. The cellar, there's only one door, right? Just one door, that's all we
Cellar door.
have.
The most beautiful word in the English language.
Words from the inside. Why, we'd never know where they were gonna hit us next.
You got a point, Mr. Cooper. But down in the cellar, there's no place to run to. I mean, if they did get in, there'd be no back exit.
Yeah, you're trapped. You're sitting in ducks, basically.
At least up here you have a fighting chance.
Just casually waiting on the front yard.
Looks like about 8 or 10 out there now.
There's more than there were. There are a lot out back, too.
Ah! Oh gosh. Oh, they found a hole. Oh gosh. Nope, he's back. Yeah, bye. Maybe aim for the head. Oh my. Just one nude.
It is tough for the kid. That old man is so stupid. Now, get the hell down in the cellar. You can be the boss down there. I'm boss up here.
He told you, mister.
Where'd you get the bandage?
Some laundry in a basket I tore a sheet.
Oh no, she got bit. She's gonna become a zombie.
Let them stay upstairs.
And then they're all gonna turn into zombies in the cellar.
Too many ways those monsters can get in.
But dying together isn't going to solve anything.
Haha.
Those people aren't our enemies.
Yes. Yeah, it's an interesting story shift to go from the two of them to now there's people in the basement and now we're following their story.
I gotta go help Ben with the television.
Nervous guy over here. Is he gonna cause more problems? Probably.
And they talk about these windows. I can't see a damn thing. There could be 15 million of those things out there. That's how much good these windows are.
This is the worst guy you want to be with you when you're stuck in a room and there's a terrible thing happening outside. Just causing more panic.
However, the reports persisted. Medical examinations of some of the victims bore out the fact that they had been partially devoured.
Yeah, and I like having like the radio and the TV as part of the narration. That's cool.
Make your way to that location as soon as possible.
So we have that truck. If we can get some gas, we can get out of here.
Okay, there's rescue stations they can go where other survivors are. Okay.
Does seem to have a bearing. Will there be a reply for the later?
Okay, so this rocket that was en route to Venus never made it back and is covered in radiation. They think has had high amounts of radiation, and that's what they think is causing it. Okay. Interesting.
I don't understand. Baby. It's Mommy.
She's gonna be a zombie, baby.
Cook them with gasoline and burn them. The bereaved will have to forego the dubious comforts that a funeral service will give.
Yikes.
They're just dead flesh.
Just take them outside and burn them. They're just dead flesh. Oh, God.
After we get the gas and get back into the house, then we'll worry about getting everybody into the truck.
Okay. Okay. Are they all going to work together, though? This Mr. Cooper fellow doesn't seem like a one for all for one type of guy. He seems like, you know, just worried about himself.
Such rescue stations.
But at least they've got some kind of plan. Okay, I was wondering if they were just going to stay in this house forever, basically.
You always have a smile for me.
Aw. And I like how you learn like a little bit about the little backstories. Like these two were going to the lake, and I'm wondering what this is rated even, because there hasn't been a ton of gore, there hasn't been a ton of swearing, there hasn't been a ton of like sex scenes or anything.
We're downstairs.
You ready upstairs? Yeah. Okay, toss them.
Ah, get out of there. Oh, zombie on fire.
I'm going with you.
No, girl, don't. Oh, this is gonna end badly. Yes. Zombie arms. Zombie. I'm curious how they did like the zombie on fire technique. If it was, I don't know what stunt fire was like in the 60s. Or if it was, we've got one shot, take your jacket off as soon as we leave, basically. I was zombie number 4 in Night of the Living Dead. Yeah, at least they're not fast. And fire and gasoline, you know. Okay. Very nervous. Whoa. Okay. Wow. Oh gosh, yeah. Oh yeah, come on. Like, oh. Oh gosh, their escape plan is ruined now. Their whole truck's on fire. Oh, this is gonna end badly. This is gonna end really, really badly. Did he go downstairs to lock the door, or is he just staring out through the window? You're supposed to go downstairs and lock the door.
My jacket's gone.
Take your jacket off. Oh no! Cooper, you little sneak. You better open that frickin' door. Yeah. Go to your cellar. And you stay there. This guy's the worst. Oh, now you're gonna help? Cool, thanks. Even though you should have left me for dead out there. Yeah, 100%. Bonked him. It won't be the zombies that get you this time. It's gonna be this guy. Yep. Well, at least Judy and Tom won't be zombies because they got crispy. Oh, and they're eating them alive. Oh, God. Ew, just pulling out like different parts. Ew, gross. Ew, gross. Oh, oh, God. Oh, was that supposed to be their intestines or something? Ew. Oh, God. Just his hand? Oh. So gross. It was just like a big slimy like slug thing. It looked like, I'm assuming it was intestines or something, but gross. Ugh. Even in black and white, it's still disgusting.
Agencies and the military have been organized to search out and destroy the marauding ghouls.
Like they're calling them ghouls now.
They're quoted as explaining that since the brain of a ghoul has been activated by the radiation, the plan is kill the brain and you kill the ghoul.
Kill the brain, kill the ghoul. Save the cheerleader, save the world. Yeah, now you're trapped. That was like the very zombie-like throw. Oh, these two. Concerned look from Helen. Now what are you gonna do? Whoa, okay. Feel like that was just murder? Feel like you just murdered him? Oh no, Helen, you're a goner. You're a goner. Oh, your husband's doomed. Yep. Even though he will become a zombie in the next, 15 minutes. Oh, well. Come on, Barbra, what are you gonna do? You gotta do something. Yes. Oh! She's eating her own father. Oh my gosh. Zombie kid. Oh, she was chewing on his arm. Nope, not your baby. Of course, her head's like perfectly on this block. Yep. Oh, God. She's chopping. She's getting chopped. This is why you don't have children. I'm just kidding. Well, see you later. At least they thought they'd be safe in the cellar. Ha! Alright, so it's just these two left. The ones we started out with. Johnny, no! Oh, comes full circle. Oh, bye, Barbra. Bye. Yep. Oh, gosh. Will there be any survivors? Is it just gonna be like the whole cast gets zombified? Well, you're completely surrounded now, and Little Miss Trouble's behind you. Ah! I hope he makes it. Yo! Yep, coming back to life. Oh, yeah, she's back. Now it's a waiting game, I guess.
Right between you. Good shot. Okay, he's dead. Let's go get him. That's another one for the fire.
He wasn't a zombie. Oh my gosh. Oh no, that's terrible. Oh my gosh. He survived all of that. He survived all of that, and then they shot him because he was looking out the window. Oh my God, my heart. Oh. He was gonna make it. He wasn't a zombie. Oh, he needed like a flag that says I'm not a zombie. What an ending. Oh my gosh. So it was my first time watching the 1968 George A. Romero film Night of the Living Dead. I really enjoyed it. It was a story about a group of random people who are thrown together during the zombie apocalypse, basically. And they're all stuck together in this one house trying their best to fend off the zombies or to figure out what's going on. I really liked it. It had a pretty small cast, one location basically in this one house and like the surrounding area that they were stuck in. But yeah, I really enjoyed it overall. We learned a little bit about the characters' backstories, but I thought overall all the performances by the actors were really well done. I thought the writing was really good. And it was interesting to see like the radio and TV kind of play more of the narration, is like telling the story and explaining to the audience what's going on, as the people in the film are also figuring out what's going on because they don't know what's happening. And the one explanation they had for the zombies was that they tried to send a rocket or this probe to Venus, and then on the way back it was full of radiation, and now somehow the human beings have mutated because of this overdose of radiation and have taken on zombie-like qualities, basically. But yeah, I really enjoyed it overall. The ending was obviously just so heartbreaking. None of the cast survived, unfortunately. The body count was, I don't remember what the body count is. There was not a lot of gore, which I thought was interesting. And that was one of the first things when I started this movie, if I was wondering if there would be gore, because it was 1968, it's in black and white. Even if you can't see the colors, it can still be scary, which it definitely was, especially with the scene with the zombies eating the intestines and eating the parts of Tom and Judy after they died in the truck. That was super gross, and again, no color, but you can still, you know what it would look like if you saw it, and like you know how scary that would be. So that definitely played into it. And yeah, then there was the one skeleton at the top of the stairs we saw. And then when the daughter in the basement, unfortunately, I believe her name was Karen, when she became a zombie and then attacked her parents, there was some gore there, like we saw some blood. But for a zombie movie, I feel like it was pretty minimal on the gore. There were some killings that happened off camera as well. The scenes that did have gore really were scary because you weren't expecting it, and because I find when you watch movies when it's just gore nonstop, you just get kind of used to it and it's just not as impactful. Whereas this, when you did see it, it was like, oh my gosh, like what is this? But yeah, especially with that daughter, like murdering her family basically and eating her dad's arm, and just, oh gosh. But yeah, the ending where we have our lone survivor, I think they only said his name once or twice, Ben, I believe was his name. He survived the whole night. He's been the one who's been this ringleader throughout the whole thing. He finally comes up, he hears there's help, sticks his head out the window, and then the police shoot him, and that's it, and that's the end, and he's dead. And it's just like such a heart-wrenching final scene, because you know that he's not a zombie and the police don't know that, and they think they're just doing their job and they're just taking out the zombies one by one. Little do they know that he's actually a human and he's perfectly fine, and instead of going over to investigate, they just see him from the window and they decide to shoot him and then take him out. And then yeah, it was just so heartbreaking. He was finally gonna make it. Oh gosh. But yeah, so, and it looked like they had set up some rescue centers, and people were trying to get there safely. I like the idea of like the group of random people coming together and using their strengths and their weaknesses. Like Mr. Cooper was a bit of a hothead and didn't really want to play nice with people and was definitely not a team player, and ended up causing more trouble. And just, it was an interesting dynamic to kind of see what would happen if you were a zombie apocalypse and you were just stuck with random strangers. Like, what would that look like? You're all trapped in this house together. And then yeah, Barbra and her brother Johnny started us off the movie. They went to the cemetery, and Johnny unwillingly taunting his sister, unwillingly knowing that that's what was going to happen exactly. She was going to get attacked. They were coming for her. And then at the end, when he shows up as a zombie, it was like, oh gosh, it's just, my heart was breaking. And then Barbra just kind of shut down for the whole movie, basically. She just was catatonic. She was just in such a state of shock shock over what had happened to her brother, that she wasn't really helping or doing anything. She was just kind of checked out. I was worried when it was just the two of them in the beginning, when it was just Ben and Barbara. I was like, this is going to be a long movie if he's the only one talking and he's trying to just get her out of this state. And then we find out the other people were in the cellar hiding, and that obviously brought in a new dynamic. But it would make sense that out of a group of 6 or 7 of them that there would be one person who's just completely in shock, completely, you know, not being able to contribute in any way and just shut down. That makes total sense given the situation. But thank you so much for sharing on this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for horror movies you think I should watch, please comment below and let me know. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Oh! I feel like it's gonna be a long night. She's gonna be a zombie, baby. Even in black and white, it's still disgusting. It was just like a big slimy, like, slug thing. It looked like, I'm assuming it was intestines or something, but she was chewing on his arm. Chopping. She's getting chopped.